How do you get your patients to keep you top of mind? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can engage your audience quickly and easily using Instagram. Plus, hang about to the end, and I'm going to hand you, like literally give to you 12 pre-written Instagram posts that you can copy and paste in seconds to take out all the guesswork of social media content. Let's dive in. When you implement what I'm covering inside this session, you're going to be able to really quickly and easily get your message out on Insta and get new patients for your practice at the same time. So for example, Sarah, she's an osteopath from Melbourne. She booked 16 new clients from social media with spending only $25. Pretty crazy. Now with social media content, you don't need to spend a huge amount of money on this, but whether you do or you don't, the principles are exactly the same as paid ads. You know, the more you engage with your audience, the more they're going to trust you. Trust builds brand loyalty, and loyalty means more patients walking through your door, ready to pay for your services. So it's a simple equation. More engagement equals more money. And yet most private practices do not have an effective social media presence. Here's why. Well, firstly, most practices struggle with inconsistent content. They've got trouble consistently generating and posting engaging content that resonates with their audience. It's not necessarily their fault. I'm not saying that. You know, their daily demands from patient care to admin, accounting, and so on. There's hardly any time to think about online posting. But it is their responsibility. Ignoring this task cannot be an option. What happens with inconsistent content is decreased visibility. In the social media world, algorithms play a huge game. Social media platforms like Instagram use secret formulae to decide what shows up in our feeds based on what they think users would like to see. Consistently posting content is signals that a profile is active, telling the system to show more of your posts to the world. Sporadic posting does the opposite. It signals neglect. You know, putting these posts at the bottom of the pile where people aren't going to see them. As visibility drops, so does your practice's reach, making it harder to attract new patients or even keep the current ones engaged. The second problem is the engagement gap. You know, having a social media page, that's one thing, but truly engaging with your audience, that's an entirely different beast. Practices often find it really difficult to truly engage with their audience, and this results in low interaction, low conversion rates. Now, low engagement means there's a huge disconnect between what most practices post about and what really resonates with their audience. The content feels impersonal, generic even, or simply out of touch with followers and their interest needs. So when posts go ignored, it's a wasted opportunity to connect with current and potential patients. Isn't that right, Lala? My dog's just joining me for this one. And the third problem the healthcare practice owners face with social media is resource allocation. You know, allocating the necessary time and resources to manage social media effectively is challenging, isn't it, sweetheart? And it really puts your balance totally out of whack. You know, social media gets shoved to the back burner and posting only when it happens, when you happen to have a free minute. You know, the thing is, posting once a month or dashing off to do quick updates, it's not going to cut it. To truly engage audiences and see results, practices have got to be putting out quality content consistently. But listen, don't worry. I know this might sound hard, but it is not as hard as it sounds. And I'm just going to show you how in just a minute. Now, if you choose that social media is worth the effort, it is, there's a lot of opportunity for you. With proper engagement, your social media transforms from this passive billboard into an active relationship engine. The second thing that shifts, this is really powerful, is the comment sections of your feed come alive. This is where your audience, your future patients get their questions answered, they feel heard and seen. This nurtures trust and loyalty and a sense of community. Over time, this engagement turns casual followers into committed patients who become raving fans that refer. And that's a big deal. The third thing that happens is this: when you post consistently, you stay top of mind. You know, like a steady stream of fresh posts acts like this recurring reminder, keeping your practice's name and services front and center of your ideal future audience. You'll be able to attract new patients organically with ease. So to get your social media machine kicked up a level, let's talk about just 3 ways you can do this right now. I want you to take note, then you can get to the action and hang around to the end. I'm gonna give you a template you can use. Tip number 1, use a content calendar. Like seriously, probably the most important part of a social media strategy is consistency, And that comes down to a content calendar, and not just a schedule. It's your roadmap for consistency. It's your roadmap for engaging with your audience ongoing. This means planning out posts in advance that educate and engage. You can also inform your patients and potential patients about your services, healthcare tips, and other unique aspects about your practice. Now, a calendar is prioritizing your goals. Are you actually looking to create content or not? Like if you have a calendar, you're committing to it. Once you've got your goals set, you can map your calendar around that, and then you can select themes for each week or each day of the month that you're going to commit to. For instance, maybe you're an orthodontist. You might focus on braces one month, and then next month you might want to talk about preventative care and so on. Next you break down your theme into small bite-sized pieces of content. Specific advice posts for patient success stories, all tailored around that monthly theme. Your calendar ensures you're never scrambling for post ideas. It also helps evenly distribute different types of content over time, keeping your audience engaged with you without overwhelming them with repetition. And that's a big deal. Tip number 2, engagement boosters. The types of content you use matter. Now, let's go over 3 of the most engaging types of content you can post on Insta. This approach will not only make your practice more visible, but also it's going to magnetize the right type of new patients to you while keeping the loyal ones still engaged with you. The first type of content is how-to videos. Simply what I just said, they're a how-to. They're quick, digestible videos, show your audience something useful. Think how to properly brush your teeth with braces from an orthodontist, for example, or simple stretches to relieve back pain from a chiropractor or a physical therapist. The easy way to come up with content is to list out common questions or concerns that your patients have got, then address them in a really short video. Second type of content is client reviews. Nothing speaks louder rather than a happier client sharing their positive experience. You can have case studies of real life results. Social proof of the fact that your services work. All you need to do is have a conversation with the patient at your practice. It's not necessarily a testimonial. This is actually a live case study, having a conversation. Hey, what do you like about being at our practice? And boom, boom, boom. You're actually being really engaging. The third type of content is behind the scenes glimpses. I love these. Could be a quick tour of your facility, a glimpse into your team meeting or celebration of a team member's birthday. It shows your practice is more than just a provider. It's a community of people that are genuinely passionate about their jobs and you guys, about their employers and also patients. Encourage your team to share ideas or moments they believe that could make great content. Like engage your team with this. The key here is authenticity. Let your practice's personality shine through. Be you on camera like me. This is just me all the time. So you got full permission to be yourself. Tip 3, automate your posting. If you've got a patient CRM system that you use with this capability, use it to automate your posts. There's other apps available that can do this for you. Either way, you free up your time by automating and scheduling your posts ahead of time. My clients to do all that. Once you've planned out your content with your calendar, listen, seriously, take half an hour out of your week just to load the posts into your software or teach an assistant how to do it. Then just set it, forget it, boost it out there, happens automatically. And listen, here's the good news. You don't need to struggle with the type of content to automate because I've made it easy for you. Since you've stayed with me this far, you can download my guide. It's called the 12 Best Performing Instagram Posts for Practice Owners, and that's what it is. It's the best guide you can use right now if you want to start posting effectively. It's free. Each post that we've included has been battle tested by our thousands of clients, and there's 12 of the best ones. I think have gotten the most engagement and created the most conversations with future new patients. So if you want to get a copy, click on the link. It's below here or around the side somewhere. And you can download your copy for free. Then you can swipe the post. You can tweak it to your practice so you can make your social media posting super simple and straightforward. Thank you for joining me. See you in the next episode.